Hey my sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm finally back with a brand new DIY. As many of you know, I was on vacation for a little while to Montana to see my daughter, and once I got home, I just needed a vacation from that vacation, and it took me forever to finally find the groove, get my groove back. But I have, and to start it off with, I'm bringing you this Farmhouse Fall Pumpkin DIY, all made from Dollar Tree products. So if you want to see how I made these, keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is take these little wooden cubes that come from the Crafter Square at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be gluing them together with this stuff that I found at my local Dollar General, and I'm just going to glue those together. For my first pumpkin, I am going to do, I believe it's 5 rows of 6 blocks, and then we're going to use 2 on the top for the stem. I'm not too worried about getting any of the glue residue that squirts out of the blocks, because we're going to be going in later on anyway and covering that up. You can see here I've got 5 rows of 5 blocks, but I'm going to go ahead and add the 6th block on the ends because I totally forgot that. And then I'm going to take those 2 little pieces at the top, and those are going to be our stem. And then we're done gluing our first pumpkin together after we glue all these rows together. And I don't have the glue that I'm using right in front of me, so I couldn't even tell you what the name of it is. But if you would like to know that, just leave me a comment and I will give you the name of that. So here I went ahead and laid out my pattern for my next 2 pumpkins. I wanted one that was tall and skinnier, and then I wanted one that was shorter and wider, and then I wanted like a little bitty small one. So the one that I'm working on now is going to be 8 rows of 5 blocks, and then the top row will just be the 2 blocks for the stem. So let me take just a moment and let you guys know that I am going to be on a schedule with my videos. I am going to be uploading a new video every Wednesday by 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's the goal. It will definitely be up every Wednesday, but I am going to try to keep up with that time slot. I don't know if y'all like seeing the whole process of me doing this, but I just left it in so you could see it. Just leave me a comment below and let me know if you like to see the whole process, because to me this is satisfying. But I want to give you what you want, so let me know down in the comments. Another reason why I like this glue so much is because it's a quick hold, and so it kind of grips like from the get-go. That one block just fell off a while ago because I apparently didn't put enough on there. But I really love this stuff, and it works on wood and different materials. It does not work on glass though. I did read that on the tube, or mirrors. So, but yeah, other than that, I love this stuff. But you definitely don't have to use this type of glue. You can use wood glue, or E6000 or something like that. But I just like to try out different things and see what works best and what dries faster, and that way I can get on with my DIYs and it not take me forever and a year. And if you happen to hear some background noise, it's my little Winchester. He is in here needing all the loves. He woke up from his nap and he is like, Mama, I need all the pets and I need all the belly rubs and everything. And now he's trying to lick me because he cannot seriously control his liquor. He is the most lickiest dog ever. So while I'm doing this voiceover, I am having to pet my little baby. Him so spoiled. Yes, him is. You might hear his little liquor in this. But anyways, he's my sweet boy and I love him. Yeah, he's my sweet boy. So now that I've got those all glued together and they're pretty dry, I'm going to take this spackle from Dollar Tree and I'm just going to give a coat on top and on the sides and try to fill in some of the cracks. I don't want them to be completely covered up because I want the texture. So much texture in these. So yeah. And I don't know if my spackle's like an old or something, but it just like falls apart like that. So does yours, if you use a spackle yourself, does yours do that? Or do I just need to get me another bottle? But yeah, you can see me here trying to just pick up the pieces that fall and just kind of spread them on the blocks. So I'm just going to continue to spread the spackle on my little pumpkins, and I'm going to do that process to the other two as well. And once I get all three of them covered up and they dry, I'm going to go over it with a fine grit sandpaper just to knock down those little pointies that are left on there, just to kind of smooth it out just a little bit, but not too much because I want that texture. And this is actually kind of tedious and it is messy. You do not have to do this process. This is optional. This is just what I wanted to do. You can just leave your blocks plain and just paint them or stain them or whatever colors you want, and just make them your own. But I basically wanted to give y'all an option that you can make wood pumpkins like this out of Dollar Tree little wooden blocks. You don't have to go have no wood cut or cut wood or anything like that. You can get a cute little farmhouse trio of pumpkins or whatever, just by using these little cubes. And I did use about 3 packages of those cubes to make all 3 of these pumpkins, with just a few left over. So now that I've got them all covered and they're pretty dry, I'm just going to go over and give them a white coat of my linen white chalked paint by Rust-Oleum. And now that my white chalk paint is dry, I'm going to go in and dry brush some Waverly's Silver Lining Chalk paint. And I'm also going to be adding in some of the antique wax just because I want these to have a rustic feel. And then once I get that done, I'm going to go back and kind of dry brush more white on there just to kind of blend everything together. So you can see here that I've already went and painted on the Silver Lining chalk paint on the first two, and now I'm just kind of doing this third one and then taking that antique wax and just kind of brushing it over too, just to bring out that texture from the wood itself, the little cubes, and then also the spackling. So here's where I'm going back over it with that white chalk paint. And I kind of went lighter to begin with, but then I decided to go with just a little bit heavier just to kind of bring out some more of that spackling texture. And I failed to mention that I'm using brushes that have stiffer bristles because it helps to dry brush better and bring out that texture. And if y'all can't tell, I am a lefty, and I know my hand is always in the way. Maybe I should put my camera on the other side so you can still see what I'm doing and my big hand's not in the way. But I try to switch back and forth with my right hand too, but I just can't. I have to use my left hand. But you know what's weird is that I write left-handed and paint left-handed, but I do everything else right-handed. It's so weird. And it's so funny because here you can see I didn't do the backs of them. I didn't do them on camera, but I did go back and do the same process on the backs of them so they would be all finished. And here I'm just trying to show you all that texture that is on these. You can't really tell a whole lot right here, but I think it turned out awesome. So here I just cut down some paint sticks that I got from the Home Depot. I just did one for, I don't even know, I can't even remember what the sizes were now. I couldn't even tell you. But if you want to know the sizes, just let me know in the comments and I will let you know. I probably need to get a little piece of paper and jot all this stuff down before I start doing a voiceover, but I'm not in my craft room doing a voiceover right now. I'm in my bedroom and where it's really quiet and I got the door shut. And but anyways, I just took some of the Waverly Antique Wax and just brushed that on here and then wiped it off with the wipey, just so I could get that excess off and it would dry a little bit faster. Now, if you don't know already, these are going to be our bases for our pumpkins to sit on. And I just used hot glue to glue those on. So I went over in my head over and over and over again about what I could put on these pumpkins. And I looked at greenery and this and that, and ultimately I decided that with all the texture that's on them, I just wanted to keep them simple. So here I'm just taking some of that Dollar Tree jute twine, and I am just going to make some little baby bows and just hot glue those on the top, and they turned out perfect. I absolutely love them. I really hope that y'all love them as much as I do, and I really hope that you recreate these. And if you do recreate these, please tag me on Instagram. You can find my handle in the description box, and here they are. How awesome are these? They are just so rustic, so farmhouse. They have so much texture, almost like a stone look, and I absolutely love them. I know I keep saying that, but I do. I love them. They turned out so awesome. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope that everyone is safe and everybody's doing well. And I look forward to seeing y'all again next week. Y'all have a great one. Love y'all. Bye.